Hi everyone, my name is David, and in this video I'll show you how to make your own templates in Descript Storyboard. Let's go. Now, templates can be used to change the look and feel of your video in Descript Storyboard, and probably if you want to spice up your content. It's really awesome that Descript ships in with a ton of ready-made templates. You have your own templates, and then there's a gallery of templates whereby you can have titles as templates, intros, slides, multicam if you have multicam interviews, and so on and so forth, audiograms, vertical videos, annotations, overlays, etc. It's just a ton of content, frames, and so on and so forth. Now let's assume that you probably don't like what you see. So let's say you want to create your own templates. Now, at the time of recording this video, I'd be hopeful that if I've created or made some adjustments to this particular video, that I can just select it, right click, and maybe create a template from this. It's not possible, so I'll need to leave the project and then go to the templates section here. Click on that, and then from here click on new template, and then we can title the template whatever. Let's say vlog template. So there we go, and then we can enter to continue with an empty composition, or choose a file to transcribe, start a recording, start writing, start from a template. Let's just enter so that we begin from a blank template, that is. Now what we have here is the audio kind of interface. So I'll begin by changing this or switching it to video, and once I switch it to video, we'll be able to see our scenes properly. And scenes are what you create to separate different things that you want to add. And for this, let's say we want to add maybe something like a background. Now I'm going to go to media and files, and then I'll just drag and drop some files right inside there, some good pictures. And before we actually add them to this, I'll change these video settings into something like a square. Now that's set. Let's go back to a media file, and let's say we pick this particular one as our intro. So just drag it there, and we have it somewhere there. So you can readjust it the way you want it to be. Just pull it to where you want it to be. Looks really good for an intro scene, and so on and so forth. So we have our background. What else would we like to add? Let's add a title. Let's say we can call it maybe something like welcome to Maldives, or whatever, or welcome to the vlog. So there we have it. Looks good. And then we can actually just resize it, or just move it up here. We can also maybe just make this whole thing a little bit bigger, or just stretch it a little bit. We can add some font size there, and then we can change maybe the font to whatever you want. Let's say we want it to be bold. That looks a little bit better. So we have a title, we have our background. Let's say we add maybe something like a progress bar. Let's add this. Here we go. Just make it the size you want it to be, and then you can just pull it, and then once you're satisfied with the way it looks, just click on it, drag it somewhere there, and then we can change a couple of things. Let's say we change maybe this particular option. Let's go with something like I think this looks something like lime. Go with that, and then we can change this to maybe a different color, maybe a red. That is for the bar that passes down here. So if we play this, we'll have something of that sort. Looks really good. So our templates is coming up real nice. So what we might need to do is we might need to add some more content right here. Let's say we click on this to add a scene, so that we add kind of like an outro for this. So click on maybe this, get maybe this, drag it here, and that's our picture. We can just resize it to fit this particular section. looks good. And then we can add maybe some text, title, like thanks for watching. Looks good. And then we can reposition it somewhere like here. And then we can have maybe like a waveform. Let's bring this waveform here. Then you can just change the style to maybe a wave, and then you can adjust some few things. Maybe make the border a little bit bigger, maybe change the color to something like a red. That looks good. You can also mirror it and so on and so forth. So we have that ready for us. Now that we made our templates, we have like an intro for us to use. These an outro. These are different scenes in the same template. What this means is that you can use this particular scene for one section of the video, and you can use this scene for a different section of that particular video. So we'll go to publish template, and from this section you'll need to review the scene thumbnails and scene names. So we have untitled. I'll call this intro scene, and I'll call this outro scene. Now that looks good. Now from this section you can also set the thumbnail. If you had a couple of elements moving right here, you'll see once you hover over this particular thumbnail, you can just slide this to where you want it to be and then set thumbnail, and then you can come here, slide this, and then maybe set thumbnail. So that looks good. Before you publish, you either have the option to publish as a private project, share with Drive, people who are in your Drive, and also share publicly, and it's going to be available as a template in Descript. Really awesome, especially if you create good templates. Now hopefully they can add maybe a way for people who do good templates and have their templates used over and over again to make some money. That would be awesome. But we're going to publish as a private, and then click on publish template. Let's wait for it, give it a couple of seconds, and all things have been changed. Now we can close this out, and you can always edit your template when you want to. So let's go back to projects, recent projects, and then let's open this particular project. Now let's say we want to change the way this project looks like. Let's first of all actually give it a square kind of look. Now what we can do here is we can go to templates and then click on the template, just drag it there. It's going to apply the template, and that's your template right about there. We can play this. Comment. Kindly feel free to leave it. So you have your title there. You can move it, actually move it where you want it to be. You can resize it to whatever you want it to be, reduce maybe this particular size. Let's go to maybe something like 50, so that it doesn't take up so much of the real estate that's available. Really depends on what you're looking for. You have your progress bar right here, and so on and so forth. So that's how we've used it. If you have any question or comment, kindly feel free to leave it in the comments. And so if you have videos that you have a lot of content for, you can use this to repurpose. Let's go back to projects. Let's go maybe to something like this. Let's say we can actually add a script here, a new scene. Maybe add another scene here, and maybe we add another scene right there. So you can actually come now to templates. Let's say we go to this vlog template, just drag this here to the first scene. So I don't want to match the orientation, and then we can come here, pick the outro scene, add it to the next, and then we can come up here and maybe look for something else. This is just haphazard right now, and then we can go maybe to something like, let's say this one, put it here. So if we actually do that, actually should not have done that. I should have actually closed out this particular scene. Let's just bring it down slightly, so that we had a scene break right there, but we don't have the template applied to the whole thing, and maybe another scene right there, so that if we go for this, we actually have this. We can actually reset this, and then maybe go get like a template somewhere here, my templates, maybe sample. We go for this one, And then what we can do here is we can now come in here. We can play this. Now, this doesn't have a video. This is just some audio file. In Descript Classic, we had the option to share, where you'd actually export your videos, audio, subtitles, transcripts, timelines, etc. And then we also had the button to publish, where you'd publish a web page, etc., to embed it onto your website, and so on and so forth. So that is out of the way. So clearly you see how templates work. They help you speed up your editing process real quick, real fast. So you create your templates. They are in your My Templates section. And then once you have them, you can use the ones available in the gallery or use your own to keep your own customized look and so on and so forth. So I hope this video is enough for you to actually see that you can create your own templates. And if you'd like to edit, just click on these three dots, edit template, and it pulls up the template interface for you to edit and so on and so forth. Really, really awesome. So that's it from me. And that is how you can make your own custom templates in Descript Storyboard. Thanks for watching.